All right, hello everyone and welcome to A Brighter Day. I am so excited for our episode today because I have a very special guest. So the title of this episode, as you may notice, is God-Led and Parent-Fed with Adrian Cross Phillips.
Hello, Anna.
Welcome to A Brighter Day. I got to give you a round of applause.
Thank you, and I give you one as well.
Well, thank you. I'll take it. Okay, so why do you always say, I've watched this in an interview, you said you're God-led and parent-fed. Can you explain that?
Yes, ma'am. So, I'm from here. This is my hometown, and I grew up in a very big family. And I was blessed to have two hard-working parents who kept us in church. And I am a firm believer that it starts at home. So I get my personality, my life journey, everything I have, it began at home with the teachings of my parents.
I love that. So that one phrase kind of sums it up. You're God-led and parent-fed. I love that. So when I saw that, I said, that's our title.
That's right.
That's so cute. So if y'all don't know, you probably do. You've probably seen her out in the community in some capacity. But Adrian is involved in a lot.
Oh, yeah.
She has a lot of accomplishments. So if you Google her name, here's just a few. Okay. She is in the top 20 under 40. She's a Leadership Lauderdale alumni from high school and adult life. So 2 times she's been an alumni. She volunteers with the United Way. And she is currently the Meridian Public School District Family and Community Engagement Coordinator.
That's right.
So you are very involved in the community.
Yes.
You have done so many great things for our community,
Thank
just
you.
always standing out, taking those leadership roles. So I just kind of want you to talk about why you do that. Have you always been interested in helping others, being a leader? How did you get into that?
Well, again, starts at home. My parents raised me to help and always help if you can.
Yes.
And I was also blessed to have 2 wonderful grandmothers before. One of my grandmother, Mary Martin, her life mission statement was, I'm going to help who I can, however I can, while I can. And I heard that from her one day in my teenage years, and I said, I like that, I'm going to do that. So growing up, I saw my grandmothers, I saw my parents helping and giving of themselves.
Yep.
Sometimes they'll give their last just to help others who were less fortunate, and some who were just as fortunate but had hard times. And when you see that and you live that, you eventually you become that. So I was blessed to be able to see a living good example of what it is to help other people and to give people a leg up, because you never know, it could be you who needs help that next time.
Absolutely.
So always give of yourself, not just to receive something in return, but to make you feel good and to help others.
Yes. And I think one thing that people in leadership positions, sometimes leaders, they don't serve others. They're
That's
in
right.
that position for selfish reasons, and you can tell, you can see right through that. But a true leader serves others, and you are a leader, and you do serve others, and you make our community a brighter place. And that's
Thank
why
you.
I'm having you on A Brighter Day.
Well, I appreciate it. I'm going to tell you, just to kind of keep going on that note, my leadership style is to listen a lot, talk a little, I don't micromanage, and I also try to empower those around me to be better than me. Some folks say, oh, I'm going to be like you when I grow up. I said, don't be like me, be better than me, baby. Because
That's so
there's
good.
always an opportunity to grow and help others grow as well.
I love that. And I don't know if you remember when you came to interview with me, you've been here quite a few times.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're involved in so much.
Oh, yeah.
But like just meeting you and your personality and just your positivity, you're just a light.
Well, I
you
appreciate
walk
it.
in and the room just lights up. And so
Thank you.
that is what our community needs. And now you are investing in the younger people in our
Yes.
community. So talk a little bit about what you do as, what's your title? Hold, I forget it every time. Family and Community Engagement Coordinator.
Yes.
So how are you investing in the kids and the families in our area and our community in order for them to grow up to be leaders and lights and just keep our community great?
Great question, Anna. I'm going to tell you, long title, just to say I help people get their stuff together.
Yes.
And I start with the parents,
Yes.
because our parents are worth more than gold. They are priceless.
Yes.
They are stronger than they know, but sometimes they forget how powerful they are and how strong they are. So sometimes our parents just need a reminder of how cool you are, how strong you are, what your abilities are, and it's your job to raise your child
Yep.
to go to school and behave, to go to school and be prepared, to go to school and learn, and to go out into the community and serve. So I try to help motivate our parents through messages on Facebook, face-to-face, phone calls, text messages, emails. I try to help them build their skills and be empowered and inspired so they can then pour into their children. As a parent, we know we can pour out of our cup
Yes.
a lot, and our cup is empty all the time. But it's my role to go in there and help those parents rejuvenate themselves, remember how amazing and awesome they are so they can help their kids. And as far as the kids, I'm just a genuine person. I'm myself. When you see me out on the streets, in these streets, at a restaurant, anywhere, I'm going to be myself. I'm going to smile. I'm going to speak. Even if I'm not having a good day, it doesn't matter. You wouldn't know it. I'm going to show that there's always a positive way to look at life. No matter what, there's a silver lining.
And that's why you make it a brighter day.
Thank
I told
you.
you are the perfect guest to have
Thank
on
you.
this show. So like you said, if you are a parent, you are a superhero. You have the ability to change the world through your child.
That's
They
right.
are the future. So I think a lot of parents don't give themselves enough credit.
They
and
don't.
They get so bogged down with all the responsibilities of life. And it can be hard, but you've got to remember, that's the future right
That's the
there
future.
in your home. And you have the power to make it a brighter future.
That's your blessing. As hard as it is, every day,
It
sometimes just to get up. Remember, your blessing is your children, your blessing is your life, and you speak life into those children.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. I love that. Okay, so you've already talked about your mission statement. We talked about how you're an example of a leader. So one thing people may not know is Meridian Public School District is a Leader in Me district.
That's right.
Yes. So I love that because I actually didn't know there was any Leader in Me schools here. So I moved to the coast briefly. I lived down like near the Gulfport area, the Mississippi coast, and I was a teacher there. So many of you know that I was a teacher before I got into news. I have 2 degrees. I have education degree as well as broadcast journalism. So
Hello.
they go hand in hand.
Versatile. That's what I'm talking about.
You. So I was a 4th grade teacher at Hope Academy, and we were a Leader in Me school. And I remember when I went and interviewed for the job, I walked onto that campus and I saw the tree with all the habits on it.
7 habits tree.
You got your roots, you got your trunk, you got your leaves. It all corresponds with the habits, which if we had time, we would explain them all. We don't have a ton of time. But if y'all ever want to know what they are, you can look up Stephen Covey's 7 Habits to Highly Effective People. And he also has highly effective kids. And it kind of simplifies those habits down. And truly, it's what every good leader or a successful person has in their life. It's what
That's
you
right.
want to have in your life. So I walked through the door. I saw that tree. I saw these children just,
Leading.
they were well behaved, leading, mature. I mean, they were doing their thing. And I said, I want to be a part of this. So can you tell the viewers a little bit about why Meridian Public School wants to be a Leader in Me school and how that's going to help future generations down the road?
So currently we are Leader in Me school. We're working on getting some of our schools to be lighthouse schools, and we'll
That
talk
would be
about that
awesome.
later
and
too.
I
Google
would like
that.
to do a news story on that when that
As
happens.
you should. That's going to be
Yes.
amazing.
Huge.
So I've been working with the 7 habits, like you said, ever since high school, and since then that's
Leadership
where
Lauderdale.
Leadership Lauderdale Youth. Thank
Yep,
you.
I did that too.
Pastor Wayne, love Pastor Wayne, and the crew. But one thing that we were able to do was create mission statements and create a purpose. And my purpose is to serve others. So I learned those 7 habits. They helped me through college. And I had a reverb of that when I went to Leadership Lauderdale here in Meridian as an adult. And I relearned that, and I needed to relearn. I need a refresher
Yes.
because that's what keeps me positive. Being proactive, beginning with the end in mind. and
keep first things
keep
first.
first things worst, first things first, and thinking win-win.
Yes.
So when you actually apply those 7 habits to your life,
Yes.
and you really believe them, they will genuinely help you have a better life. They'll help you have
Truly.
stronger faith. And they'll help you have better relationships. And that's what we as a school district are trying to do. We're trying to ingrain these characteristics and these habits in our children so that they hear the literature, they hear the words, and not only that, they take that and they take it home.
Yes.
And they're using that language at home. Their
Yes.
parents are working with them at home. They're telling their parents what they've learned, and they're sharing stories. Now, we're about to have a podcast featuring students and parents talking about each habit and how they use those habits at home, and like a testimony and a
love
backstory.
that.
We want to make sure that we're sharing with our entire community
Yes.
the 7 habits, and of course we're starting with our kids. But I just I'm in process of becoming a certified family facilitator, so I'll be doing family 7 habits
Yes.
classes in the community for the school district, and I'm really excited about it because as a testimony, I know as a person, a believer, as a liver of the habits, I know that they work. So
Yes.
if I know that they work, I
Yes.
want to help empower other people to understand that they work. And did you know there's an 8th habit? The 8th habit is finding your voice and inspiring others to find theirs.
Yes.
I thought that was awesome. So that's one thing we want to focus on this school year is knowing your voice and inspiring others to find theirs. That's what I'm doing with our parents.
Oh, I love that so much. I didn't even know you were doing all of that.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you don't know about the 7 habits, this is a great way to learn.
That's
You'll
right.
have a podcast to listen to. And I am telling you, these habits are truly the habits that highly successful people use.
That's right.
And I didn't know what they were. I went to Leadership Lauderdale and I was like, how can you have a successful life in 7 steps? Like, I don't know. I didn't quite know what this was all about. And then I got into it and I realized that truly these are habits that you should have in your life anyway if you are trying to do what's right and you are trying to be a leader. They're kind of going to just naturally happen.
That's right.
But in the book and at school and in these habits, it just kind of gives you a roadmap on how to do what you want to do. You know you want to do good. You know you want to have a happy life. You know you want to be successful, but also help others.
right.
These habits help you get there. So I love that. I think all schools should do that.
Yes.
I've been telling, my mom's a teacher at Russell Christian Academy, and I've been like, y'all really need to be a leader in me school.
Yes.
I'm telling you, if you're interested in doing that, there are ways that you can do that. I would love to help you do that. It's great. I'm telling you.
It's
if every
awesome.
school did that, think about all the little leaders we would have running around this community.
The impact
It
on the
would-
community.
Oh my goodness.
The impact on the
it's
community
great.
and families, it would
Yeah.
be huge.
It would be.
Yeah.
It would be. I think a lot of people don't know about it. So
They don't know about it, but when they do know about it, and
makes
they,
sense.
Yeah, and they get an attitude of gratitude and decide to apply it to their life, they'll see how their life will change. Their outlook on life will change.
Yes.
That's right.
absolutely. Okay, so we've covered a lot.
Yes.
Is there anything that you want to talk about that we didn't talk about? Anything you're working on? You volunteered a lot with the United Way.
Yeah.
I kind of, if you are comfortable with sharing, how did you get to where you are today? Like when you were younger, you were in high school, you went to college, everybody kind of has a story. What is your story? Like, how did you get interested? You said that you grew up, you had great parents that got you interested. But what was that moment where you were really like, I want to help people. I know I want to make a difference. I want to do something bigger. Do you have any of those moments?
Yeah. So I was in college at the Mississippi University for Women, the Dub.
Yay.
And in all honesty, I was in nursing school.
Okay.
And I
So you
came
know
to-
you wanted to help people.
I knew I wanted to help people, and the reason I was in nursing school, I felt driven because my mom was a nursing instructor at MCC for 30 plus years. So I saw the impact of how you can learn to help people, even as a teacher
Yep.
and a nurse.
Yep.
And when I was not successful in nursing school, I realized this is not how I want to help people. I want to help people using the skills that I have. And I love nursing school. I still remember a whole lot from nursing school, but I wanted to see how I could use my talents, my energy, and my personality. And I realized there wasn't really a major for that. So I decided to get involved in a lot of volunteering activities around Columbus and back home. And I was still volunteering at church. So I kept myself involved in organizations and things like that. I pledged a sorority. I pledged a social club. And through those organizations, I was able to go out into the community and help others too. So I learned about all these other jobs that are in the nonprofit world and in education. And I realized that's where my niche is. Yeah. So I decided to go ahead and graduate with my bachelor's. I went on, came back home, and I decided to start working at MCC. And I was a non-traditional recruiter, and I was the campus life coordinator there. And I saw that when I went out to recruit adults, and I got to see the light bulb go off in their heads when they realized I can go back to school, I can change my life, I can make a better life for me and my kids. That's where I had my aha moment. I said, this is where I want to be. I want to work in my passion, and my passion is helping people and education. So I've stuck with that from MCC, Meridian Freedom Project, Community of Hope, Meridian Public School District, and United Way. I worked there for a short while. I was able to help people through my passion. So that was my aha moment. I realized there are many ways you can help people, but you really have to work in your passion. And you might not make a lot of money. I've never been a person who's been very materialistic or was in a job to make a lot of money. I wanted to make sure that I had autonomy at my job. So every job that I've had great autonomy because I'm working in my passion. So just making sure that I listened to myself and jumped at what my passion was, that's how I got where I am today.
I love that, because having a rich life doesn't necessarily mean you're going to have a rich wallet.
Hello.
Look,
Ooh,
journalists
I like that,
know. Journalists know. Let me tell you. But I'm telling you, truly a rich life is just when you know you are living in your purpose.
That's right.
And it sounds like you were just very open to all the opportunities that came your way. And it's so funny how similar our stories are, because I started as a recruiter at William Carey University. And I knew I loved helping people, and I wanted to make an impact, and I loved communicating with people, but I didn't quite know what to do with that, which is why I majored in education, thinking I might want to be a teacher, but also I've just always loved writing and telling people stories, so it kind of brought me to broadcast journalism. And I'm telling you, if you're just open to finding your purpose, following your path, following your gifts, the Lord will put you on the right path.
He sure will.
And you would be amazed the doors that just open if you're open to going through those doors.
That's right.
So if somebody's watching this and they look up to you and they just want to know, like, what piece of advice can you give them to how they can get to be a true leader, make a true impact, what piece of advice would you give them?
I would say follow your purpose, stand strong in your faith, and surround yourself with positive people. And people who want to see you grow. And people that you can grow from. You want to surround your people, your circle, full of people who are going somewhere, who want to go somewhere, and who want to be around you. Because that's going to definitely help you in the long run.
Yes, who your friends are. It's very important.
Yes.
Very important. Right. That's a whole other lesson. I'm telling you, we could just
we
could get out here and we could just tell you all the things. But we're gonna stay on topic. We gotta teach it. Look, we're in our school zone.
We in education, baby. We here.
Look, we're here. We'll teach you.
We're ready to teach you something. Hello.
That's right. Okay, well, since this is called A Brighter Day, can you think of a time that someone has made your day brighter or your life brighter?
So, it's probably so cliche. But
no, it's not.
My husband,
Kendrick
Phillips. So I've known Kenny since high school. And we were friends in high school, went to the prom together and everything. Never dated. But I was able to reconnect with Kenny like 16 years later. And when I reconnected with him, it's like my whole world changed. My perception of myself changed. My goals changed. And through his positive words, his influence, and his love and care for me, even when we reconnected, it really amplified me. It motivated me even more. All the motivation I had put into people for years, he was putting into me, and I was really blessed to have that. And now we've been married almost 2 years. We got a 17-month-old little boy. He's about it's terrible twos though, and he constantly motivates me every day. And he's always, whenever we've connected, made my life a brighter place. So thank God for Kenny and KJ.
That's so sweet. That's so
Thank
sweet.
you.
And that's how you know he's the one, because he builds you up and makes you better.
That's right.
Tell you, look, that's a whole other topic I can
Girl,
talk
we
about.
gonna teach y'all
We're
something.
gonna teach y'all something, but that is so sweet. I
Thank
love that.
Thank you.
So, thanks for stopping by the show. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. And I want to say you've been doing an excellent job.
Well, thank you.
Excellent job. Beautiful
Thank
soul,
you.
great skills, and I know you're an amazing mama.
Oh, thank you. I try. Yeah, that's one thing we have in common, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Look, whew, you understand the sleep deprivation. Are you
I
out
feel
of it
you.
yet? You said 17 months.
He ain't out of
It
it. You know,
never-
he'll wake
it
up
never
at night
ends.
one time, and sometimes he can manipulate me. He's like, if I wake up and mama comes get me, she's going to put me in the bed with them. But if daddy come, he going to make me go back to my bed. So, yeah.
He knows that mama's going to spoil
He
him.
knows. He's
I
a mama's
know.
boy.
Whew, so it never ends, huh?
Nope.
Never ends.
Nope. You'll never get true sleep after you become a parent.
Never again. Never again. I know my mom would say that today, and I'm 26. So,
Exactly.
you know. All right. Well, thanks for coming on the show. Thank y'all for stopping by and giving us a little watch. I know that you may not have time in your day, but always remember, if you can't watch the whole thing, it's still on Facebook. It's also on our YouTube channel, so you can always just save it and watch it later. I always like to listen to podcasts whenever I'm driving, so you can even Bluetooth this to your car, and as you're driving, you can listen, have some motivation. But if you have any questions, oh look, you have some comments. People saying she's the best. That's my
Look at
friend.
that.
She's a wonderful person.
Thank you, Landon. I love Landon.
I'm telling you,
He
see?
is a go-getter. Y'all
See?
keep watching Landon.
So thanks for stopping by. If y'all have questions, you can drop them in the comments. She'll go back and read them for sure. Show her some love. Tell her how much you appreciate her giving to our community and making it a brighter place.
Thank you, Ann. I appreciate it.
Yes,
and
we
thank you for
appreciate
having me
you.
on Brighter Day.
A brighter day. That's right. So we're going to go ahead and let y'all get back to your day, but I'm sure you'll see her out and about because, woo, she is a busy lady.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us. Y'all go have a brighter day.